video that came in showing that a policeman was perhaps shot at, facing injuries to his hand and his legs. And staying with these pictures once again of the clashes on Hanuman Jayanti in the national capital. I think this is one defining video. Abhishek is with us now. Let me go across to Abhishek and get more details. Abhishek, what are you picking up? This one video I think that we're looking at of, sword wielding rioters, attackers being seen here, Abhishek, extremely disturbing.
Ranjan, and this clearly shows that there was an element of planning, there was an element of execution, there was an element of conspiracy in this riot. It's too early in this violence, I beg your pardon. It's too early to really come to a conclusion, but the pictures are disturbing. Its pictures are disturbing, Ranjan. Police injured. In fact, the cop who's injured, we are told that there is likelihood yet to confirm that the cop could have suffered a bullet injury as well. So it's serious, and the fact that this procession goes on every year, and this time because there is a situation across the country, we have to see whether this is happening because someone has planned it, and if yes, who and from where. But what is important is that as of now, Jahangir Puri, C block, Kushal Cinema area near there, and when the procession was passing from there, suddenly
I think Shazia Ilmi is joining us on the phone line. Abhishek, stay with me. Abhishek, stay with me. Abhishek, stay with me. Shazia Ilmi is joining us on the phone line. Shazia Ilmi is live with us on the phone line. Shazia, what do you know about the violence here? You're in Delhi, and what can you tell us?
Well, I've heard about the violence, and I think it's just terrible. I mean, I cannot for the life of me fathom the need for violence at a Shobha Yatra, and why would some people want to work on ruining the peace at a time when some people want to take out a Yatra or want to celebrate something. So clearly it is the handiwork of some miscreants, one. And two, there is a concerted effort in place to promote enmity, to work on a breakdown of peace between communities, and lead to a difficult situation where a riot-like situation is created. We've seen what has happened before. There is a pattern in all of this. And I don't know why this is happening, but I know that there are people who cannot digest the victory of a party, of my party, and because they cannot fight politically, electorally, they are wanting to do these sinister, terrible things, which are harming the common person. And I want the regular common folk to kind of see their designs and not get provoked by these evil villains, who are creating this situation and leading to this, hatred amongst communities. This whole Hindu-Muslim situation, the hatred between them, the bitterness, the acrimony. So I really want to appeal, and we've seen so many injuries among policemen, people are trying to stop. So there is something terrible happening. And then they want to create a narrative that India is not safe. This mahal, this situation is being created. And then they want people from the Western world to comment on us. So these are the same people who are not only creating the narrative, but also causing this situation to happen.
Yes.
So you see how sinister this is. So there is a concerted effort, an orchestrated movement at work. And I think it's a huge conspiracy, and we have to be very, very clear on this. So I really wish something could be done.
You think it's timed, all of what's happening for the last 10 days?
Absolutely. We just see the pattern, and there is a certain design to it, and it's all happened after the elections and the results, and. So, first there was a whole narrative about the minority is not safe, the minority community is not safe. I mean, just the whole idea that you create this majority-minority narrative. And now you see what's happening. So a person cannot celebrate, a person cannot be at peace with his or her religious festivities or occasions, religious occasions, because there would be those who would be pelting stones, who would be ruining the entire the communal peace and creating rancor. And then the entire atmosphere would be vitiated. And then you will blame the government of the day. You say, see who's responsible? Why are things going sour? So there is a plan in place. And it's evil, I tell you. And it is a big ploy. And I'm very disturbed, and so should everyone be. And these people are enemies of India. If you think they're friends, they are just speaking against a community and are for one community. No, they are using a community against the other for their own interests, political interests at that. And they have nobody's interest but their own. It is some dukandari of a kind going on. And poor Muslims are being used once again as fodder. And so much of hatred is being injected that they're taking to this. And I'm very, very disturbed at this, to be honest.
Yes.
Because this should not be happening. They've always coexisted. They've always lived together happily, peacefully. So why this now? What is the provocation? Why have so much hatred against your Hindu brothers and sisters? Why? What is the provocation? Except that somebody is constantly working on them, instigating them, provoking them, telling them to work against. And this is working against the interest of not just Hindus, but even the very same Muslims who are made to do this. So who does it benefit? You tell me.
Absolutely.
It's very sad. It is very sad and very disturbing.
Yeah, absolutely. Shazia, thank you for speaking to Republic TV. Irony also is in the fact that some of these same people then say that there is intolerance in India and that communal violence is on the rise. Right, Abhishek? And there's, you look at what is happening, not a word of condemnation of what has happened in Khargon or Khambat or in, Karoli, right? They're busy pointing fingers at different cities, different governments, blaming states, right? But this is extremely disturbing. Abhishek.
Two things, Niranjan. One, today is also the day when the opposition leaders, the seniors, led by Sonia Gandhi, have released a statement saying that the government is not doing anything about communal situation in the country and that government is giving protection to one side.
Again, I think I have Hansraj Hans. Hansraj Hans is on the phone line. Delhi parliamentarian Hansraj Hans. Abhishek is on the phone line with us. Hansraj Hans ji, यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था? What do you know about the facts of what happened?
क्या हुआ था ये तो किसी को नहीं पता, किसने करवाया अभी ये भी नहीं पता, लेकिन बहुत बुरा हुआ है और हम शॉक में हैं। बहुत शॉकिंग है, बहुत सरप्राइजिंग है कि इसके पीछे ये सीरीज जो चल रही, कभी किसी शहर में, कभी किसी, अभी कैपिटल में दिल्ली में जो हिंदुस्तान का दिल है, तो वहाँ साजिश रची गई। तो अभी इसको जल्दी एक्सपोज करना चाहिए। दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का फर्ज भी बनता है, हमारी सरकार है सेंटर में, हम भी, तो प्रिय प्रधानमंत्री जी और HM साहब सब लोग कंसर्न्ड है, बहुत जल्दी इसको एक्सपोज किया जाएगा।
आपको क्या लगता है कि ये षड्यंत्र है? यू थिंक इट्स ऑल पार्ट ऑफ अ प्लान? व्हाट हैज बीन हैपनिंग लास्ट फ्यू डेज, खंबट, करौली, खरगोन, ये डेलिब्रेट है? ये
जब भी मुल्क कोई बहुत तरक्की की ओर चलता है, आपको पता है कि इंटरनेशनली लीडर हमारे प्रिय प्रधानमंत्री जी बन गए हैं और सब उनको मानते भी हैं, उनका एहतराम करते हैं। तो अभी देखो यूक्रेन और रशिया वाले केस में उन्हीं को अप्रोच किया गया जंगबंदी के लिए, तो कोई ना कोई इंटरनेशनल साजिशें भी हो सकती हैं कि इस मुल्क में ये पीस और अमन को खत्म करके नफरत फैलाई जाए, और हो जाएगा जल्दी, पता लगा लेंगे कौन है।